didn't even get to cross.
Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name's Erupteu and welcome back to another video. Now, you're probably looking at this video thinking I'm going to be crying about shotguns, as I usually do in my other RANT videos. I like to kind of, just have a little cry, get all the liquids out of my body, just talking about things that really wind me up in Destiny. So before we get into this RANT video, let's just try and smash 25 likes again. You guys killed it on the last video in under 2 hours. You guys did absolutely brilliant, and I'm sure we can do this again. Thank you in advance. But there's been something that's going around for the past 2 months now, probably even longer, and it's this thing that happened with the shotguns. Now, they weren't necessarily buffed. If anything, the main man shotgun, the universal remote, was nerfed, and people still complained about it. Now, it's still at that point where people are complaining about shotguns, and I still don't see the point why. I mean, I like to go crazy about shotguns, but really it's the people that use them, and it's why the people use them in the first place. So I'm going to kind of enlighten anyone that still hasn't got this through their mind, and I know that sounds vain of me, and I'm just trying to say, because sometimes people are seeing something or complaining about something and not necessarily realizing the problem. So let's take a look at these few points that I have here. Shotguns aren't really the problem. Snipers are bad, and they're only getting worse, and exotics are just rare legendaries. Now, that exotic part will come in handy in a later point. So let's just talk about these shotguns and what is wrong with them. Well, nothing really is wrong with them, it's just people have been forced to use them, as anything else in the special slot is practically useless. Yes, sidearms are a viable option, and fusion rifles are only getting better, but shotguns are just the main way to go, and that's mainly because there's nothing to stop them from getting to you. There are really little things that can actually stop a shotgunner from running right into your face, because you just don't have the firepower unless you're fighting back with a shotgun, forcing both players or any team to at least all use shotguns. Games are becoming harder mainly because of this meta, and it's not necessarily a meta that is impossible to fix. Now, what's happened with snipers? They're basically getting worse. The only reason that shotguns are being mass used at the minute is because why would you use a sniper that is underpowered? A sniper can't really shut down most specials nowadays. Yes, they can clean up the job sometimes, but it's only getting harder, and they keep nerfing these for no reason apparent. And I don't blame people for using shotguns. Of course you're not going to want to use a sniper. Of course you're not going to want to hang back and possibly just take your time and try and get these kills in a more skilled way. But what I'm trying to say is, Bungie, if you still haven't realized, with your nerfs and buffs, you either nerf something so it's completely unusable, or you buff something so it's the only thing to be used. In this situation, you've nerfed something to the point that many other things are being used over it, allowing this one thing to be practically useless and unused. Of course people still use snipers, that's just completely up to them. But if you're looking for kills nowadays and you're not going to have anything to trouble you with them kills, you're of course going to go for a shotgun. Now, my last point is exotics are just rarer legendaries. Exotics since year 2, I would say, have never really acted as anything special. They're basically just different coloured legendaries. The kind of legendaries, one or two special things. Maybe if they had something that encouraged players to use them over legendaries, then they would actually be worth grinding for. With the introduction of the 3, of which I absolutely love to abuse myself, so I kind of sound like a hypocrite here, the exotics were way too easy to get. Of course exotics are supposed to be overpowered, that is the entire point of them. They need to be buffed, and I really do think exotics need to be somewhere higher in the ranking scale. I think people need to be encouraged to use exotics more, things like the Last Words, the Hawk Moon, and even if you look at some of the other primaries, they're just not strong enough. Primaries are out the window as well because they just don't compete with shotguns. If nothing's going to compete with shotguns, of course shotguns are going to be used. Shotguns are not overpowered, they are shotguns. If they're going to hit you, they're going to hit you hard. That's just what the point of a shotgun is. But if you've got something to fight back with that shotgun, then maybe people would use it. That's just my opinion on this entire situation. Please do comment down below your thoughts on the situation as well. But anyway, that's all for today, Guardians. If you did enjoy today's video, then please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media for more Destiny tips, tricks, news, and updates in the community. My name's been Erupteu, and have a great day.